Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. In the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan Sri Krishna talks about what is the meaning of a spiritual experience. He says, Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana nacha bhavayata shantihi ashantasya kutas sukham. Four principles he told. First is Nasti buddhi ayuktasya. The one who is ayukta. Ayukta means what? He who does not have the yukti. Who is a bhakta? He who has a bhakti is a bhakta. Therefore, who is a yukta? He who has got a yukti is a yukta. What is the meaning of yukti? Yukti means a knack. There are some people, they have a knack of getting their work done from anywhere. They have that knack. Riding the bicycle is a knack. There are people, they cannot ride a bicycle, they fall down. Similarly, swimming is a knack. Now, all of you, or those of you who know swimming, tell exactly what happens when you swim. You just swim, that's it. And therefore, you never forget swimming. No, actually, I learned it many years before, now I have forgotten. No, you cannot. Because swimming is not done by logic. It is not done by mind. It just happens. Exactly the same way, this knack. So the first step is ayuktasya buddhihi nasti. Buddhi means understanding. Those who do not have this knack of learning from every experience, they cannot grow wise. They remain otherwise throughout life. See? Therefore, what is the first step? First step is we must have proper understanding, and this understanding comes from our ability to learn. Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes, there are four types of students. Uttam Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, Adham Adhikari, and Adhamadham. Uttam Adhikari, the best student. Second is Madhyam, mediocre. He has to struggle to understand, twice, thrice. Third is the one who doesn't understand anything, Adham, worst kind. And Adhama, he understands exactly opposite. So the teacher is the same. Teachers are not different. Teacher is the same. Therefore, in the transfer of knowledge, it is the ability of the student that is more important than the ability of the teacher to teach. It is so important. We have to learn. And that can happen only by this simple thing. Don't go on asking why, because the sky is too high. It is like this only. Why this happens? Why this happens? One person asked me this question in Mumbai. Why all the problems come to me? Because you are attracting problems. See? Therefore, buddhi nasti ayuktasya. Therefore, what will the first happening of meditation in our life. See? Meditation happens. It is not done. It happens. The first happening is we are initiated in the art of learning from everyday experiences. Now see what happens as a result. We ask so many questions about everything in this world. And there is no end to that. But have we ever asked any question why the fire is hot? We have never asked this question. Then we accept the fire is hot. Thereafter we decide how to deal with this. Now apply this wisdom in life. Why people are like that? They are like that. So now you decide how to deal with them. Don't get lost in why. It is here the real meditation begins. And then you will start having a different vision. See, when we go to the ophthalmologist, they don't give us the vision. Vision is our natural state. What they do, if there is some defect in our cornea or the lens or whatever, that is corrected. Vision is not given. If the doctors have to give vision, nobody will be able to see anything. See, friends. Therefore, wrong notions will disappear when we are initiated in the art of learning from every experience. Then you will see the same world in a different dimension. Different, completely. Now, one vision I tell you. This we have to learn. If we are to see whether we are healthy or not, we take the blood picture and we have the physiological norms, and according to that we come to a conclusion whether we are healthy or not. Exactly the same way. We learn from every experience and apply it on ourselves. Now, see, vision has changed. What will happen? When we look at a picture, for example, this wall, there is a beautiful oil painting on this picture, on this wall. But you have got a freedom to go nearer to the wall. So you want to see the picture very good, distinctly. Therefore, you come closer to the wall, 6 inches, and want to look at the picture. Will you be able to see? Any picture you see, if you see closely, it looks ugly. Okay. Then I'll go away. And you go away 5 kilometers. And from there you want to see this picture. Will you be able to see? What is required is keep an optimum distance so that the hidden beauty of the picture can be experienced. Is it not? Apply the same principle in our day-to-day experiences. Don't go too close to anything or anybody in this world. Don't run away from anything or anybody in this world. Then maintain an optimum distance and the world is beautiful. This learning is meditation. Now this principle, if you take it, then you will come to know. We are miserable because of those with whom we are too close. There was a man, he was told by somebody that um, I heard your son met with an accident. Immediately he will be disturbed. But suppose there is a statement. See, the other day I was coming and somebody met with an accident, a motorcycle. I think he was knocked out. These days, these people drive the motorcycle so rough and so useless. I don't know what is going to happen to this world. No, I am talking about your son got in that accident. Aha! Everything changes. See? So, nasti buddhi ayuktasya. He who does not have this knack of learning from day to day experiences, he cannot grow wise. And wise people alone are worthy of being addressed as human beings. Otherwise, people are God's mistake. So, first, nasti buddhi ayuktasya. Then, second thing, nachayuktasya bhavana. Now, once we have understood this, because now we have learned, our understanding is clear. See? What should be the conclusion of all this discussion? Only that thing troubles us to which we have given importance. Simple rule. I tell you, I used to be extremely crazy and obsessed with cleanliness. Anywhere I will go, I will see only dirt. And I used to get so frustrated. See? And then God decided to teach me. And I went to in somebody's house in, I think, South India somewhere, Hyderabad or somewhere. And the place with whom I was staying, very nice people, educated, everything. But zero concept or understanding of cleanliness. The bed sheet on which I was supposed to sleep was full of shit. As if, somebody must have wiped the floor and the same thing spread over it. So, and they are very sincere, very good people, very innocent. They say, Swamiji, you can sleep here. And I say, this is worse than the railway platform. They are not aware of it. See, when this happened, that day I took it as God's message. I said, hey, I'm too obsessed. Therefore, once we recognize the cause of our misery is not outside, we have given importance to something or somebody, because of that we suffer. So if we have given importance, it is our responsibility. We have to devalue that. Nobody can do it. Like many people come and ask us this question. One lady asked this, Swamiji, please bless me. I said, it is free download, take whatever you want. No, you have to tell me that I should not smoke. I said, why should I tell you? No, I tried, I cannot. But when you tell, your words have got power, and then I will be able to stop smoking. I said, I will not tell. I will not waste my power in smoking. But why don't you tell me? I said, you started, you stop. You find out how you started. You have given importance. No, actually, these days all the ladies also smoke, and I am a big officer's wife. I should not be looked upon as an outdated one. Therefore, I drink also, I smoke also. But now the smoking is really terrible. So please help me. Then I became sarcastic. I said, look here, when you smoke and walk, It reminds me of 1868 steam engine going. Continue. Swamiji, why you are telling? Not only that, I am analyzing. When you smoke, your heart is always warm. When you smoke, fragrance comes from your mouth. Forget about mosquitoes. Human beings also don't come near you. So she became so frustrated. But why? I said, look here now. When you started smoking, did you come to me and ask me, Swamiji, this is my first cigarette. Will you please inaugurate? If you have started, you stop it. Don't be weakling. Nayam atma balahine na labhya. Spiritual path is not for unhealthy people. For unhealthy people, go to temple, matha teko. Discover your inner strength. Don't push God outside. Atma Vishwas, self-confidence is expression of surrender to the divine will. What we call outside as God's grace is inside as self-confidence. See friends, nasti buddhi ayuktasya. Now we are convinced about it. That all the problems begin when I am identified with the body. After identification with the body, I become mother, father, husband, wife, etc. And after I become that, then I become miserable. Okay, clear. Now find out. The one who becomes miserable, husband, wife, mother, father, whosoever may be, those who become miserable, do they exist? Show the husband separated from the man. No. So, husband, wife, brother, mother, all things are only non-existing entities. They appear but do not exist. See? Up to a particular limit, we have to decide. Thus far, not further. See, friend. Then our attention will come on ourselves. So, nasti buddhi ayuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana. So, after this understanding part is clear, then we come to the second part of living in meditation. Then meditation will start happening. What is that? Bhavana. Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, his basic sadhana was bhavana pradhan. When he used to do the puja, he was so much involved in that the mother is not away from me. Only bhavana. And therefore, he will be putting the flower not on the mother's head, but on his own head. How important. Like the mother has the bhavana about the child. The child is hungry, mother feels pain. Only bhavana. Other people don't feel that way. Therefore, now what is the bhavana we have to understand? Be very clear. First goal in spiritual evolution is freedom from body identification. When we are identified with the body, then this world becomes real. Last night, after going, I took this paracetamol and I slept. Till morning, I didn't know where I am, when I am, what I am. And morning when I got up at 4 o'clock as usual, oh God, 4 o'clock, means I slept for 8 hours. Wow. So, when I am identified with the body, the world comes into existence. Now, next step. Can we stop body identification? We cannot stop. As we cannot stop reflection happening in the mirror, we cannot stop body identification. Now, what is to be done? Only one simple thing. What we do with the reflection in the mirror? We know it appears but doesn't exist. And I am someone other than the reflection. Apply the same technique to ourselves. See, after body identification, samsara begins. But when there is no body identification, as in dream or deep sleep, I continue to exist. Wow. Therefore, I must be someone other than the body. Friends, unless this conviction happens, we have not taken one step on the spiritual path. Our condition is like a nice dining table, imported crockery, and all the servants well dressed, and very beautiful music is going on, and candlelight and everything. But for eating is corn. See? All other things are okay. But what is the crux? This is the one. Now start playing meditation. Don't do it. So what will the meditation? Who is disturbed? Mother, father, brother, husband. Okay. Now find out. Am I born husband? No. I am born man. Very good. Then what is husband? Accident. By accident I became husband. So, when I am not identified with the body, where the husband goes? Find out. Then slowly, you will start understanding this principle. Body identification cannot be rejected. Then, taking body identification as real has to be rejected. After body identification, only I become husband. So, who is miserable? Husband is miserable. Who is doing meditation? Meditator is doing meditation. Now find out. What is the position of the husband? Is he real or he is an appearance? See? So husband is an appearance. Be attentive. Therefore, what is meditation? Meditation is a journey which does not involve crossing distances, requiring time, and a vehicle to cross distance. These three things are not required in the journey of meditation. Now, what is the journey? Husband is a virtual reality, man is the actual reality. Meditation is a journey from the virtual to the actual. See, friends, recognize this. Then what should be the meditation when you are living in this world as body? Then all relation that we have, do whatever best you can do and don't get carried away. The very foundation of Bhagavad Gita is war was not among enemies. War was among relations. We all suffer, never because of enemies. We suffer because of the relations. See, take your country for example. You are not suffering because of other countries. We are suffering because of our own ministers. See, friends, therefore, these relations should be dealt with only to that extent. Don't get too much carried away by that. Then next step you will take. Now the next step is now start playing meditation. Now how to play meditation? If I am someone other than the body and expressing through the body, what must be the experience like? Think. Is there something which is other than the body? For that I must know what is body. Body is the shape. If I am other than the body, means being formless. Okay, now we are playing. Being formless. What could be that experience like? So the mind has dropped the shape and the form of the body. Now the mind is working on what it is like being formless. Oh, I am not able to get it. Okay. Is there anything in this world which is formless, shapeless? Yes. What is that? Space? Yes, space is formless. Very good. Now let us play. What must be the experience of the space? No chittavritti nirodha. You are working on it. Space. Spaces. What is the experience of the space? Space has no objection to anything. All the contents, the four elements, are supported by the space, but the space doesn't get influenced by any one of them. Good. Understood. So, what is meditation? We are not opposed to anything in life. We support everything. But at the same time, we don't get influenced by anything. When we don't get influenced by anything, we are at peace with ourselves. One lady called me during Corona and she said, Swamiji, how can you talk when there is nobody in front of you? Only in front of the camera? I said, I was addressing the virtual audience and they were listening from a virtual Swami. But don't you feel awkward? I said, no. When I am talking to people in front of me, do you think they listen? So I am at home. Whether there are people or no people, I am talking to myself, not to others. See? So, like the space, we are someone other than the body. Next step, space has no beginning, no center, no modification, no end. Where from the space begins? What is the center? Where it ends? Is it not our experience? We have no experience of our birth, no beginning. No experience of growth. Somebody tells us, uncle, auntie, then we feel that we are old. See? And we have no experience of death. Okay, now I got it. So, This formless, birthless, changeless, endless reality is the ultimate truth. We are doing bhavana. This is what is the truth. I am not telling I am that. No, 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 no. In that there is no I. The truth is all by itself, infinite. Now, net result will be we will be out of body identification. Like in deep sleep, we are no more identified with the body. Therefore, all happiness, bliss, and snoring. We are not doing anything, only bhavana. And it is not a mechanical drill. Sit in this posture, this leg here, sit in this manner, make this snuff mudra. Don't do anything mechanically. It must happen. See? And then again start working. Space is not influenced by the contents. Yes. So, this world is not influencing the space. Very good. Therefore, if this I is something other than the body, will not be influenced by anything related to body. We are not opposed. We support, but we don't get influence. Now, this experience is remaining as nobody, nowhere, and never. Transcending time, space, and object. When these three things become merge, the object merges in the time dissolves in the space. This is just bhavana. We are not struggling anything. Will the space be having the arrogance that I support all the four elements but don't get influence? No. Is it not true? The vision supports all the colors and forms, but the vision has no arrogance. Do you know? I see the red color, but I don't become red. I see the green color. No, it is our natural state. Not getting influenced by anything is not created. It is our natural state. Now, this is not only while we are sitting on the seat of meditation, but while we are dynamically involved in this world. And for that, our happy mantra tells us, Dekho, suno, mat bolo. See, hear, no comment. You are living in meditation. You don't have to close the eyes. With this, we start leading our day-to-day life. Then, we are on the seat of meditation. So when I come to my room, close everything, the world is kept outside, and I sit for meditation. Now the external sources of disturbances I close. What about your mind? Now be attentive, like the space, gross space is not influenced by the gross objects. Similarly, the mind space is not influenced by the thoughts. Will the gross space throw away the objects? No, not getting influenced. Let it be there. Similarly, are the eyes or the vision getting influenced by the contents, colors and forms, few or many? No. What sadhana, what meditation we have to do? Come back to the mind now. We have graduated from here, we come to the second space. First was the Bhuta Akash, gross space. The second is the mind space. Like gross space has got gross objects, mind space has got thought objects. No thought is attached to the mind. No thought can influence the mind. If it is a tsunami, the ocean is not burdened. If it is a small ripple, the ocean is not feeling light. If it is a good thought, nothing happens to mind. Bad thought, nothing happens to mind. Thoughts come and go. Mind is the same. But what happens? We give value to a thought. When we give value to a thought, that thought starts overpowering us. Be very attentive. Therefore, don't struggle. Sakshi bhav, witness, witness. Don't do that. Then remain indifferent. Good thought has come, don't worry, bad will come. Bad thought has come, never mind, sometime will come, go away. Don't fight with the mind. Like you are hearing me, same way you look at your mind. I am talking to you for last 39 minutes. How many minutes you have heard me? Huh? Gone. And wherever you have gone, you were carried by, be very attentive, you were carried by, not by the thought. Thoughts are no problem. Then it is the flow of the thought which creates problem. See? When the theme of the thought is finite, then each thought breeds the next thought. See? I get up like a ghost early morning. I can't stop it. So 4 o'clock I'm out. After that, when I finish my morning everything, I want to have a nice cup of tea. Now I go, when I was staying with Amma here, so I got up and then went in the kitchen and then started talking to myself. Why don't they keep the, the kettle in a proper place? I don't know where the kettle, good. And now tea leaves are not there. I don't know why they. One thought breeds the next thought. And as a result, a thought flow happens. We take bath in the Ganges, we are not carried away. But when the Ganges are in floods, we are carried away. Thoughts are no problem. When the thoughts end up in a thought flow, we are carried away. So what is the reason? The theme of the thought is finite. If the theme of the thought is infinite, now what is infinite thought, infinite theme? Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Complete in itself. Next thought is not required. And when old habit, if again the thought is likely to come, again fire. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. This is technically called as Savikalpa Samadhi or Samprajnat Samadhi, wherein objectivity is valid but it is not influencing. And when this is perfected, then the last is Asamprajnat Samadhi or Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Nirvikalpa means, Vikalpa means option. So there is no option. Whether I am mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, rich, poor, man, woman, all options gone. Is it not our experience? Do we have an option whether I am or I am not? Our being is not an option. It is our natural state. So first, we are playing what it is like being gross space. The gross world will stop influencing us. Then we start playing what it is like being mind space. The thought world will not influence us. Be very attentive. Every experience has got three components: the experienced world, the experience of the world, and the experiencer to whom this experience happened. Experienced world is conquered by playing what it is like being gross space. The experience of the world is conquered by being what it is like the mind space. And now the third, the experiencer is conquered by practicing or playing the Chidakasha, the conscious space. This is the journey from the gross space to the mind space to the conscious space. This is living in meditation. See, my friends, it is not difficult. So, like the gross space that we are playing, gross world doesn't influence us. So, worldly possessions will not be an issue. Then, mind space. Any experience will not be an issue. Then we come to the conscious space. When experiences give birth to the experiencer, samsara begins. Therefore, we told you experience without experiencer is the divinity. And how the experiencer is born? When identification with the experience is established. If there is experience of misery, experiencer is born, I am miserable. If the experience is that of joy, I am happy. What should be the spiritual practice? Do not become anybody. This is living in meditation. And it will happen. So, nasti buddhi ayuktasya. If we are not well informed, knowing the details, you cannot practice. And the practice is bhavana. So, first understanding, second is practice. And in that practice, when we continue, and how do we know we are going in the right direction? Nacha bhavayata shantihi. If we are really leading meditative life, the symptoms are you are at peace with yourself. My friends, I told you a number of times, do not play with your peace of mind. Let the whole world be on fire. Our peace of mind should not be compromised. Ashantasya kutas sukham. A person who is disturbed, how he can be happy? And the disturbances are questions. Why? For everything, why? Because we don't want to work hard. Friends, for hard, intelligent work, there is no substitute. You have to work hard. Ashantasya kutas sukham. When any experience you take, these three components should be clear. The field of experience, the experience of the field, and the experiencer. Now, how do we work? See, when we are living in our day-to-day life, our attention should be not on the world, not on I, but on the instrument, mind. What is the status, quality of the mind before we take up any job? Are we tense? Are we frustrated? Are we angry? Are we carrying the burden of the past? Last time also I failed. I hope this time. And therefore, our Mahamantra is wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. So, neither the world nor the body is of importance to us. What is important to us is our quality of the mind. And how to improve or maintain this quality, be very attentive. Again, Bhagavad Gita I am telling, nothing from my head, it is empty. Bhagavan tells Arjun, Klaibyam masma gama partha, na etat tvai upapadyate. Don't lead a life without inspiration. Are we living under the inspiration or perspiration? Lead an inspired life. And inspiration is a catalytic agent which brings out the best out of us. See? Ordinary husband, inspired husband. Ordinary wife, inspired wife. Ordinary servant, inspired servant. Ordinary student, inspired student. Whenever we are inspired, the best in us comes out. See? But if we are not inspired, oh God, again I have to do meditation in the morning, useless. See, friends, before we take up anything, we must be inspired. One person asked me this question, Swamiji, you give so many talks. Where from you talk? Is it from the right place? No, not that way. How you get it all that? I say the simplest thing. Be attentive. A mother, this I have suffered and I have learned from their suffering. This mother, they is the child. Now every mother thinks her child, son or daughter, they are the best in the whole universe. See? And therefore they want to show it. My daughter, see Swamiji, she sings so well. See? And she chants Sanskrit. And the child, I know, no, see, Swamiji, there you have to chant. Say, Tvameva Mata, Tvameva Pita, say beta, Tvameva Sakha, Tvameva, say beta. And after that, she says, Swamiji, how nicely she chanted. Who chanted? You chanted. But that mother thinks, my daughter is so good. She never gets bored. Repeating the same thing in front of 100 people 100 times. Because she loves. If you love spiritual life, you will not get bored, depressed, frustrated. Yeah, I've been doing meditation for so many years, nothing has happened. To whom? To meditation. See? Therefore, remaining inspired will take away the negativity from your system. So before we take up anything, we must be inspired. Anything you do it. Those ladies, when I go to so many houses, they prepare food. And then normally the food comes out very good. Mistakes happen. And then the husband tells, Swamiji, when you come, the food is so good. What is the reason? I said, if I stay here all the time, then I will have the same problem. Why? Because that time she is inspired. Inspired performance cannot be repeated. If we want to repeat meditation, it will become a military drill. If one leg here, one leg there, and hold the snuff in the hand. Nasabhyantaracharinam. Cartoons. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya, nacha ayuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavayata shanti. So, like the children play, home, husband, wife, etc., in the same manner, start playing meditation. Then what will happen? Meditator will not be born. And when meditator is not born, there is neither success nor failure. Then what is life? Life is a time pass. Hey, my friends, don't become serious under the disguise of spirituality. My observation is the so-called spiritual people are more miserable than the coolies on the roadside. They're happy. Here in this country, what I like, one of the many things, is these people who are standing on the roadside for asking something. If you give them, they take. If you don't, they never mind. Go ahead. Ding, ding. And we are in the car frustrated. Relax, man, relax. You know the tabla, when it is the performance, that time only it is tightened, isn't it? It is not kept tight all the time. Otherwise, the capacity will be lost. In the same manner, tabla and dimag, head, should not be all the time tense. Relax. See, when there is a need, tuck, 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 very good. You are fresh. When there is no need, relax. Watch something. See songs. See? But all the time tense. Oh, relax, relax. This way leading our day-to-day life, when meditation starts happening in our life, quality of life changes. And Upanishad says, Sarvani Bhutani Enam Samvanchanti. Such a person is liked by everybody. Our condition is like the Odomos. I don't know what is the mosquito repellent here in this country. In India, we have got Odomos. When you apply Odomos, all the mosquitoes go away. Such samsari, frustrated people, nobody wants to go to them. And they are alone. No, they are lonely in the crowd. Nobody wants them. Friends, change your approach to life. So, four things we have seen. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya, we must keep the process of learning from every passing experience. These doctors, when they are new, they come in the field, from every patient they learn. More the number of patients they have killed, more expert they have become. From every killing, they have learned, Ocha, the skills next time I have to do. In the same manner, every experience of our life, we learn. And I'll try to tell you, but I know you will not do it. But I don't give up. Make a nice copy. And in that copy, start writing. Today, what I have learned, this is the title of your copy. What I have learned. Every day, what you have learned, write 1 or 2 lines. Don't write a thesis. What you have learned. As the days will pass, by the end of the year, you would have learned 365 new things. Those who learn from every experience of their life, they grow wise. And those who do not learn from the experiences of their life, they grow old and otherwise. And old otherwise people are most unwanted anywhere in this world. Then what such people do? They get involved in the lives of the children and everybody. Don't get involved. Up to some extent, it's good. Keep away, keep away. Protect yourself from your own people. Friends, with this understanding, when we start leading our day-to-day life, we will see nobody will even know that we are walking spiritual path. It is such a secret thing. Nobody should know. Last word. Spiritual evolution is remaining ordinary. Don't become extraordinary. Drop all extra, including fat. Not necessary. How much extra we are carrying? Mother, father, brother, husband, wife, Indian, non-Indian, rich, poor, educated, overeducated. In addition to that, spiritual also. Ram, Ram, Ram. Drop all that. Nobody should even suspect that we are walking spiritual path. Then you will see, you will have to prove nothing to nobody in this world. Our struggle is this. I want to prove something to somebody. I want to prove to my wife, I love you. She doesn't care. Okay, then write, I love you. Only once, not 2 times. Yes, less. Never try to prove anything to anybody in this world. Be yourself. People understand, misunderstand. Who cares? क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Slowly, your mind will be no more reacting in life. Then you have entered the depth of your own being. Presently, we are at the surface of the ocean, buffeted by the waves. Don't run away. Don't try to suppress the waves, thought waves. It will not happen. Then go deep there itself. As you go deep, all the waves disappear. Give it a try and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.